Ask any racer, any real racer.
Ride or die, remember?
One Sunday, picked up my dad and my daughter, and we went to the Akko Raceway right here in Akko, New Jersey, and they had the NHRA Open. Nice turnout, very, very nice turnout. It was actually free to all the spectators, which was pretty good. Everybody went there. I was expecting a little bit more people there, a lot more people there, but it wasn't actually a lot of spectators, but a lot of race cars. So, and I always knew about this thing that I'm going to get into that's sitting in this box right here. As we were there, walked by, so many cars, and they all had this thing that's in this box right here. And I always knew about this thing, just never went ahead and purchased it. Just like the other, I don't know if you see my other past, videos not too long ago about the Clearview oil filtration. Always knew about that. Just never went ahead and made this, the step forward to go get that. So I decided to take that step and actually go get it. So I installed that. That's actually on the car now. Pretty pleased with that. And this thing here, after basically every car we walked by that was able to have it, by class rules. Just about every car had it, from the door cars to the dragsters and whatever else. Top sportsman, everything. Street limiter. I'm not sure if Superstock had them, but just about every car, like I said, that was able to have it by NHRA rules for that class actually had this thing. And so then I had got another, before, like a week before this, buddy of my dad's called them up and asked my dad, "Hey, you guys have this on your engine?" And Dad was like, "Nah, we always, we knew about it. We just never went ahead and got one." So, he actually had one, and he sold it, but didn't think about us till after he had sold it. He's pretty, pissed off that, he didn't think of us before he sold it to whoever he sold it to, because he would have rather sold it to us than anybody else. So, he had said that, it's a great thing to get. But needless to say, we told him that anything else he had to sell, tell us first. But he said this thing is very, very good to have. Add some extra horsepower. Any extra horsepower is good. So we actually went ahead and got it. It's sitting right here in that box, right there. And let you guys actually kind of see what that is. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm try to prop this phone up here. Just a quick second. Hold on. So, just get something to open the box. Yeah, good old screwdriver. Good job. You think out all the tools I have in the garage, you never have a. Oh, I have the scissors right there, but oh well. Old styrofoam peanuts. They get all over damn where. Vacuum hose. Guess you guys know what it is now, huh? Vacuum hose and fittings located in bottom of box under divider. I wonder probably because you can see they put a paper there. What is that? Right there. I wonder why they had to do that. Probably because they put it under there so many times and customers didn't know it was there, and probably threw away the hoses and the fittings. I'm guessing you guys probably already know what this thing is already. Since I said the word vacuum. Let's see. Oh, first thing we're going to pull out is the mandrel. Oh yeah. Okay. Those of you who already know. Those of you that don't know, this is basically just a mandrel. I believe I'm saying that, pronouncing that correctly. Basically just the pulleys for the belt. This part right, this one right here would be for like the alternator, and this piece right here is for what I'm trying to get to. But for those of you that already know what this is, you know. So put that on the floor. All right, that's got to be it. Has to be it. Yes, it is. All right. I love getting new stuff. Love it. It's like Christmas. Oh yeah. There it is. Aerospace Components vacuum pump. I believe this is the 3-vein one. Oh yeah. That's nice. It's like a piece of jewelry. That's where one of this fitting goes to, I believe the, I kind of don't like the edge of that though. The edge is a little rough. Let's see when we go to put the fitting on if it actually goes on. Just a little rough in the cut. How they make the threads. We'll see if that goes on or not. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see if I can position the camera or this thing to the camera. You guys can see that right there. That first thread that's starting right there. Just a little rough. Similar on the other one too. It's a little rough, like how it was cut. Maybe you can see that. You see that? No? But well, that's it. You got the one fitting. The one hose goes here, goes to the overflow tank. And then the other one, either which one, I gotta see which one is what. The other one goes to your valve cover to get that pressure out of there for the crankcase, and for the blow by. That's pretty good. Oh yeah. So that's it. Pretty light too. I think everything together was like, with the box and everything else is in it, was I think 10, 15 pounds, somewhere around there. Powerful peanuts. What else we got? Oh, we got the catch can. Oh, that's nice. Very light. Very, very light. All aluminum. That. Aerospace Components. Yeah, same thing with this. Same with this fitting. A little rough right there. It's always on that first one. It's weird. Nice, nice, nice. Hope I have no problems with that. But there's the catch can. Got the catch can, the mandrel, the pump. Let's see what else we got. All right. Got a little brochure here with a bunch of other stuff that they have. I went with Aerospace. There's other companies that actually have this kind of setup for vacuum pumps. There's, I know Moroso has one, Aerospace. I know there's a few more, but I went with Aerospace because I use their brake systems. I have them on my front brakes and I have them on the rear brakes. So that's why I went with Aerospace again, because I figured it was a good company. Had the brakes on there for 2 years now, and have not had a problem with them. And got some stickers. Always need some stickers. Stickers make you go fast. So we got a little brochure from them, Aerospace Components. Got all their vacuum pump right here. Some billet hubs. They even got a shifter, Pro Eliminator shifter. Looks good. Got of course they got their brake system, the Pro Light kits. They got everything. Proportioning valves. They master cylinder kits. Everything. Street brakes. The emergency brakes on them. What else they got? Manual brake, the pedal conversion kits. They got crank trigger kits. They got everything. CO2 bottle mounts. Like I said, I don't know if you guys ever dealt with them, but check them out. Aerospace Components. So here's all their some of their brake systems all here. Got slotted, drilled, everything. Import brakes, truck brakes, 4-piston Pro Street rear brakes with dimpled slotted rotors. Then they have the 4-piston rear drag kits with drilled rotors. With them bigger studs. You gotta use for these cars. That's what I have on the back of here now. Bigger studs and all that. On the front, I think on the front I have the, what do I have on the front? 4-piston? I think I have the 4-piston. Yeah, 4-piston front drag brakes with drilled rotors. Which is that one right there. I got right there. I have that on the front. Then I have, I believe this one's on the back. With big old holes in it for them big old studs. But so you get that, you get the brochure, you get some stickers, and then you get your instruction manual for this thing. And fitting A, fitting B. Just gotta see which one is for what. Then what this does, what the manual does, you put it, you bolt it right onto your balancer. So basically, you leave your the crank trigger wheel on the balancer, the automatic balancer. Actually, you leave the crank trigger on there. If you already have a pulley on there for your alternator, you take that pulley off, one for the alternator, and then you bolt that mandrel on the crank trigger wheel to the pulley. I mean, to the harmonic balancer. You bolt that right together, and then you just do the rest. Mounting the pump, then figure out where your overflow can gotta go. And I've been reading up that there's different ways that you can mount the pump, different ways to not have so much oil feedback or something like that. I gotta actually do a little more homework with the best way to actually mount it. But yeah, these things they've been dyno tested and proven that add up at least 2, or in some cases, all it depends on, don't take every word for me, on me, but it depending on what motor you have and, the compression that the engine's kicking out, horsepower and all that it's averaged out that it can make up to average of 40 horsepower just by adding vacuum pump, which basically, from my understanding, is taking out the blow-by, which is taking a lot of pressure out of the crankcase. It builds up, and then what it's doing is like pushing the rings up when it's building up pressure, which is basically, putting stress and wearing, holding back your engine. And this takes that away. It gives it negative pressure. So I guess negative pressure is good. So like I said, just about every car down there went down there Sunday. 'Cause that's another thing about going to races like that is you walk around and you see new things on different cars, and you actually see new things on what kind of car you have. Like I have a 69 Camaro, and they're just about, you can find them at every racetrack. And, you know, those guys down there, you know, they big money guys. So, you know, they travel on a circuit, so they know what they're doing. So my dad went there and my daughter, and we just get so many ideas just by, you know, looking at the cars and the one thing about the drag racing community is that everybody is willing to help out everybody, no matter who you are. And like we walked up to, you know, I'm just going to, just for example, we walked up to one of the racers and he had a 69 Camaro live wire. And as I'm talking to you now, my daughter is calling me, but she's gonna have to wait. I'm talking to you guys. But like I was saying, the guy, he has that 69 Camaro live wire is what it's called. And I was actually doing had the GoPro going, and I actually, I asked him, I said, is it okay if I, record? He said, sure, no problem. He said, come on up. He said, open the doors to the car. He said, go ahead, look all in there. And, we got to ask him questions about, what he runs. And, my pop had asked him about the rear suspension of, rebound and compression and separation. And he got right down to it and was telling us a lot of stuff, how to do it. But, he said that how to adjust it, he was telling us how to do that. But, he said no matter what, you can adjust it and you still got to make, some test passes, of course. But it's just an example how, the drag racing community is just, everybody's willing to help everybody, without an attitude, without getting mad or, attitude, ignorance or whatever. They're willing to help everybody. So, but that's it. Like I say, took me a couple of days to, to do a little bit more homework and just was trying to see if I, wanted to get this, now, or I wanted to wait. And, like I said, I try to take things in like signs, life gives you signs throughout the day. If you pay attention throughout the day, life throws you signs. You just have to notice. Let's see what's over here. Got another level. Oh, that's all the hoses and the brackets, the fittings. They give you your fittings, the basic fittings that you need. I think these are 10s, -10 fittings. Yeah, -10 fittings. You get a 90 degree, and you get 3 straights. That's straight from Aerospace. And I didn't even know that actually when I had got these off of where did I get these from? eBay. And because I searched around and I went, I just don't jump on the first thing, you search first listing you see or advertisement you see. So I searched around, did my homework like I said, and then found this ad on eBay. And I wasn't sure if this was actually Aerospace Components eBay store. I couldn't, it wasn't like clear until I actually dug in a little deeper, and you actually see that even their profile picture for their store was actually Aerospace. And so that's what, and right now when you look at it, it even came with a Aerospace, sticker. I don't know anybody can go do that, but it was actually Aerospace eBay store that I got this from. And actually the whole package was exactly 15 pounds. Yep. But yeah, so you got the fittings. Like I was saying, I found it on eBay. It was cheaper, so that's why I went with the one on eBay. These are the little relief valves, the bung that you can actually put onto the your valve cover. Because I have a valve cover in there now, and I have the old like vacuum you take it right off the breather part of the valve cover. Put the hose down to the bottom of the header. Put that little doohickey on there, welded in there, and got the hose clamped onto that little doohickey. And that's kind of like a vacuum kind of a system, but not as strong and as efficient as the pump. So that's where that guy right there goes, right there. So it even has your little, you see the little black ring in there, a little gasket. So it has a nice little seal, and you screw down the 90-degree -10 fitting onto that with the hose, and the hose goes to whatever fitting on the pump. And then this is, I believe it's a pressure relief valve. I forget what this is, what they actually call that. Actually, do they call that thing? Yeah, relief valve. Yep. Direct port vacuum relief valve. That's what that is. Yep. So you got that, and you got your little hardware. You mount it to wherever, how you're going to mount it. I've seen different mounting situations, where they do it. Some of them put them on a motor plate, and some mount them right to the heads. Some of the heads have basically threads already at on the end of them that you can mount this to, and this has basically that right there. That's how you can mount it, and that's how you can shift it, to get the belt tighter. And then it has the one down the bunch. You got the one down the bottom, which is right there, and then you have your slot that you can, slide back and forth, tighter or looser, for the belt. Back. Then you have the hose. I'm not gonna take that out. You guys should. Everybody should know what the hose is already. It comes with the. I'll show you the black hose. It's pretty cool. You get tired of messing with the braided line. I mean, most of my stuff on the car now is braided. But, oh man, you get so tired of getting stuck. Of course, once you start taking stuff out, you can never get it to go back in the right way. But that's it. Stickers and brochure and all the good stuff. So this will be my project now for whenever I'm able to get back, to get on it, to put this thing on. But I'm trying to get to the track pretty soon. Do some testing before it just gets too damn hot. Glad to get the testing out of the way before all that, all the heat comes. But yeah, that's it. But I got it. They delivered by UPS, and I mean, not none against UPS, but it just drives you crazy because unless you have that whatever package that you can actually track, like almost step by step where the package is at, like Amazon, you know exactly where that package is at the whole time when it's getting closer to your house, where it's at, if it's 2 towns over, 2 cities over, or wherever it's at. Amazon just let you know where it's at, especially when it's like 10 stops away, and then you can follow it 8, 7, 6, 5 stops away. Then let you know it's at your house. UPS, unless you have that special setup or whatever it's called, account. It just lets you know that like this came from Florida. I think this came from. I think this was Florida. I believe it was Florida, somewhere in one of them Floridas. Yeah, St. Petersburg, Florida. And it said that it was the shipping label was created. Then it would say that it had departed from the Florida UPS, and then departed from Jacksonville. And then the next thing I saw that for a couple of days, that's all it would say, that it departed Jacksonville. It was driving me crazy. I'm like, all right, where's this thing at? You know. And then it said that it arrived at somewhere in Pennsylvania. Forget, I want to say Pittsburgh, I believe. And then I didn't see that for a day. And then this morning it said that it was at the Lawnside distributor. So yeah, it's close. And say, it'd be delivered today by 7 o'clock. That drives me crazy that you can't actually tell exactly where it's at. Yep. But all right, guys. Sign off for now, and I'll give you an update on how I'm going with this. I got to actually mock it up to see how far this guy right here would come off of the. I actually thought it was going to come out a little further, but it's not that long. I thought it was going to be longer. Because actually, after I ordered all this, I actually tried to look up this and actually see if I was able to get some measurements. But I didn't know, sometimes they put measurements of the box, sometimes they put measurements of this. So I didn't know which one was what. So all I had to do was, I just had to wait. But I actually I thought it was going to come out longer than what it is now. But and that's another good thing about this. This pulley right here for the vacuum pump. Remember, this one is for the alternator. I think that's like a 5-inch pulley. So that's for the alternator. This one right here is for the vacuum pump. This guy here. That guy. But this pulley here is adjustable. So if you see that the little black spot there, that's a set screw. So what you can do is you loosen it and you can move it back to wherever you want. And if I'm not mistaken, you can move it back to wherever you see these little grooves at. So this one right now is here. You can move it back to there, to here, to there, and can't move it back there. It's too close to the other one. You might be able to though, but yeah. So you can actually move that. It's pretty cool. I got a feeling just by the way mine is set up with the alternator and everything else that could possibly be in the way, I might have to probably just leave it right where it's at. Out further, I just gotta see how I'm gonna mount the pump. But anyway, I'll give you guys an update, and if I actually remember, because once I start getting into stuff, I don't think about recording anything. But if I remember, I bring out the recorder, the GoPro, whatever. Actually, right now we're on my phone. But if I remember, I'll set one of these two up, or maybe both. Have one from two different angles, and but I have to go up there and set this up on the balancer and see how far it's going to come out, because I might have to either trim out some part of my fans up on the radiator, because I have a fan out of a 2017 somewhere around there, Yukon, and it's a double fan, and it's the shroud on it. It's not, I guess it's not big, but right there where this manual is going to go, there's like there's some kind of design crap to it. So I might have to, not sure yet, but I might have to cut out some of that shroud right in that area. But I'll find out more, when I get to it. But other than that, guys, do me a favor, like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and subscribe, and if anybody got any questions, leave me a comment, and I do my best to answer everybody's questions. With the drag car, the full size car, the RC cars, and anything else. Just like I said, just leave me a comment, and I'll do my best. We always answer everybody back, but throughout the day I get so busy and at work and come home and gotta go work out and all this. That's another thing, everybody. Remember, put yourself first. Take care of yourself first. You only get one body. You only get one life. Take care of it. Eat right. Work out. If you like lifting weights, lift weights. Work out. Run. Jog. Do whatever which way you take care of for your health. Do that. Because remember, these cars can wait. All right? You can fix a car. You can change the engine on it. Easily. But you only get one body. Keep your good health. Go to the doctors. Take your vitamins. Drink your milk. And that sounds like Hulk Hogan. Take your vitamins, brother. But anyway, stay safe. Like I say, subscribe to my channel. Stay safe. And just be happy. Live life.